I'm Nate.
And I'm Mabry.
And welcome back to Runaway Rope Drop. As you know, we are from the Midwest, so this video we're talking about how we travel to and from the Disney parks.
If you stick around to the end, you can take a screenshot of our packing list. Category 1, we've got clothes. So you're going to want to count the number of days you're going to be gone. Obviously, plan that many shirts. We like to get a lot of our shirts beforehand, so we're not spending as much money in the parks. We'll get into that in another budget-saving video. But then you're also going to want to think pants. If it's going to be warmer those days, you're going to bring a lot more shorts. If it's going to be cooler, you're going to bring a lot more pants. Also look at the weather right away in the morning and in the evening to know if you need to do kind of a hybrid of both, where you have long pants in the morning, switch into shorts. But you're going to count the number of days for that many outfits. Then you're going to have your sweatshirts, your crew necks, your hoodies. We tend to get these in the parks because I really like them a lot, but you can also get these at thrift stores and department stores. Depending on the weather again, do you need to bring more or less of these? We fly out of the Midwest, so we are always bringing hoodies and sweaters because it's cold where we're flying out of and warm where we're ending up. Your next section is going to be your socks and your undergarments. We're obviously just showing socks because that'd be weird to show anything else. Again, count the number of days, bring that many items. Next, we have our pajamas. Think through how you sleep, not what the weather's going to be, because that AC in those hotel rooms can be pumping. So if you tend to get cold in the night, bring long pants, long sleeves. If you tend to sleep warmer, short sleeves and shorts. If your family plans to go swimming in any of the pools, make sure you bring swimsuits.
Along with clothes, make sure you pack the proper footwear. We recommend a good solid pair of walking or running shoes, and we love Crocs. Not sponsored, but hit us up. Surprisingly, we prefer Crocs more times than not because they're comfy, you can customize them the way you want, and they have enough room in there for your toes to move around.
Category 2 is toiletries. You have your obvious things like your toothbrush, your toothpaste. Make sure they're in travel containers so they don't get gross in your bag. You have your hair things, so I have a hairbrush if you need different gels, oils, hair ties, headbands, anything to do your hair. Don't forget those. You have your contacts, your glasses case, any makeup wipes. Don't forget deodorant. People will be able to smell you when you're waiting in line. Don't forget deodorant. Don't forget deodorant. You have your lotions, and then any of your shower items. We've started just using what they have in the hotels just to free up space in our bag, especially if you're not checking a bag and only have so much liquid you can bring onto an airplane in a carry-on. Totally up to you and your preferences, but usually it works. It does the job. Then we move into if you have any medications or supplements that you take. These travel things are really nice. I got this one at Walmart, and you can break off a chunk to bring just a little bit into the park if you need. This is like an ice pack if you have drugs, supplements, medications that need to be cold while you're in the park. It's like a little insulin pouch. Really nice. Found it on Amazon. Then if you maybe are starting to not feel very good in the morning on any of your park days, these are really nice just for a little pick-me-up if you're fighting a cold maybe. And then any of your nausea relief items, whether you have travel anxiety, not a good flyer, or any of those rides maybe get to you. Dramamine, game changer. They make different nausea wristbands, little ginger candies, and maybe TMI, but I always take these bags off the airplanes because you never know when you might need them. And lastly, we have our first aid kit that can fit in a bag, fit in your backpack. It's easy to bring into the park. They do have first aid stations in the park if maybe you need something little, but if you don't feel like walking through the park to get there, I just keep a little in my bag. And then wipes. This is great for the planes, airports, whether you're about to sit at a table, wipe off a ride seat really quick. Wipe your hands off really quick. These are really important so you don't get sick and have to use that later in your trip. Category 3, in the parks. Starting over here, we have the more fun in the parks things. You have your lounge flies, your fanny packs, or whatever you're going to use to carry your things around in the park. You're going to want something to either carry what you have or what you're going to buy. These are our go-tos. Then you have your headwear, so your hats, if you like to have different ones for each day, or if you just have one for the whole trip. I do these little Mickey ear, mini ear scrunchies. Obviously, a lot of people are really into the headbands. I just don't like how they squeeze my head. Got these off of Etsy. But whatever your fun headwear is, we're really big into pin trading. So if you like pin trading, make sure you bring your lanyards. If you have a pin folio, not sponsored, but love them. And then any extra pins you have, make sure you bring any pins you could need. Also take pictures beforehand of what you have. You have your magic bands, if you plan to use those. We don't typically use them when we go to Disneyland because we stay off property and you don't need them to scan into the park. Plus, they only do Magic Band Pluses and we just have the regular. You're going to want to make sure you bring any gift cards, cash, rewards cards, Visa cards, whatever you have. We try to not link our credit card in the Disney app if we can help it, and that's where these gift cards or prepaid Visa cards are really handy. I bought this off of Amazon. It's a water carrier that has a little pouch in the front, and this is game changer for making sure you stay hydrated on those hot Disney Parks days. You can refill at different stations in the park. I get ice at the hotel in the morning and it stays cold all day. Now moving into the weather in the parks, starting with what we all hope to get is the nice, sunny, 70s, beautiful day. Make sure you have sunscreen, aloe. I started bringing this sunscreen stick. That way I don't have to bring the liquid sunscreen into the park and risk it exploding in my bag. And then also a sunscreen chapstick. Might not think of that. The worst feeling ever. Sunglasses and a little pouch to put them in for the morning and the evening when you might not need them. And then a fan. Small, but makes a big difference. Then for the weather you might encounter but hope you don't. If it's raining, make sure you have your rain poncho. We bring a mini umbrella. You can bring a rain jacket. We also have these water shoes that are nice, so you don't have to worry about your feet being uncomfortably wet with soggy socks, because that's the worst. Or if you're just planning on going on any of those water rides that they have, a poncho is really nice for that. Last thing, I have a hat for if it's cold, because it can drop in temperature in the evenings. So just make sure you're prepared for any kind of weather you might have. Check in advance. Last category is extras. So here you have some of your tech stuff. So if you plan to take pictures or videos in the park, some handheld like phone mounts are awesome. You can't bring full like tripods or selfie sticks into the park, but something small and handheld is allowed. Headphones for on the plane or in cars. These little mics are really nice for if you plan to do any video recording. Power banks, you can get fuel rods in the park, but if you bring your own, that's one less expense that you have to have. Phone chargers, watch chargers, any other tech things. If you're bringing a laptop, make sure you have all of your chargers with. One of these is really nice if you plan to check a bag, so you don't have to be surprised by the scale at the airport and be charged more. While you're on the plane, a neck pillow, eye masks are really nice, especially if it's a really early or really late flight. Maybe you saved a little bit of money and would like to get some sleep on the flight. Also, don't forget luggage tags. Even on items that maybe you're not checking, just any lost luggage gets back to you. And then our last section is food/snacks. So we like to bring a lot of breakfasty things to the park because we like to rope drop rides and not necessarily eat breakfast right away. So as we leave our hotel, munch on a granola bar, fruit bar. I like to bring apple slices with. You can also do like meat sticks, or we've done crackers. Just nice, easy things that don't need to be refrigerated. I also like to bring a lot of baggies, partially to bring things into the park, but then also if you don't finish a snack in the park, put it in a Ziploc baggie, put it in your bag and bring it back. finish it later when you're in your room, or even bring it home. Saves a little bit of money and you're not wasting food.